Here is the RAGBRAI forecast for today. Here's the weather forecast video for Wednesday, July the 25th, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening. We have some complexes of showers and thunderstorms over the high plains, one over the south and east coast, and the monsoonal flow coming up from northern Mexico into the desert southwest. The watch warning map from a bit before midnight: a severe thunderstorm watch over the Dakotas and Minnesota, heat advisories and excessive heat warnings across our neck of the woods down into the south and east, and it's quiet elsewhere across the country. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall amounts anywhere between about a quarter to maybe 3/4 of an inch, with some isolated heavier totals and any thunderstorms that form later today. And this is the temperatures. These are the high temperatures forecasted for today, and you can see it's going to likely be the hottest day in the southeastern half of the state. And with the cold front coming through, that means there's a chance also of some severe weather. A slight risk of severe weather encompasses the whole state today, and from there into Minnesota, through all of Wisconsin, and eastward into the Great Lakes. Here's the wind outlook. The better chances of damaging wind will be up in Wisconsin, into northern lower Michigan, places like Green Bay and Alpena, Michigan, those places like that. And the large hail outlook will likely be in the areas in the northern and eastern parts, mainly north and east of Des Moines, up into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and off to the east into the Great Lakes area. So let's take a look at all this weather with the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. There's the energy moving across the northern plains into Minnesota. Ridge is being suppressed down to the south, but it's not going to keep the temperatures from climbing well into the 90s and hundreds today. So cold front will be easing into the state from the north and west by the afternoon and through the evening and overnight hours. Thursday, the front will be exiting the state. Could see some early morning showers in the southeastern half of the state with gradual clearing and temperatures cooling off. 80s to lower 90s possible on Thursday and Friday. It'll be in the 80s, maybe low to mid 80s across the state. Lower humidities. It's actually going to feel seasonal if we haven't seen much of any seasonal weather lately. Even Saturday, temperatures in the lower to middle 80s, fairly low dew points. It'll be pleasant, a good day to get out and go out and about after this heat wave. Sunday, we might have a bit of activity, some showers and thunderstorms with a disturbance. This will be namely the heat trying to return and butting up against the pleasant weather. We could see some showers and storms even here into Monday, as temperatures will begin to run up a little bit, 80s to lower 90s possible, but that's a lot better than hundreds that we're going to be seeing today. Tuesday, most of the activity will have moved east and southeast of us. It'll be slightly warmer, highs in the mid to upper 80s to lower 90s across the state. And even a week from today, on August 1st, you can see the ridge is still off to the south and west, off to the north and east, a northwesterly flow aloft, and that puts us in a possibility of seeing some complexes coming in from the north and west, and the GFS shows one here. So warmer to the south and west, cooler to the north and east, and maybe some activity around. A couple days later on the 5th, ridge is still centered near the Four Corners area, a bit of a trough over the Great Lakes and into the north and east, but it's fairly broad, bit of a northwesterly flow, and that could bring some more activity with a high pressure located in James Bay. Pretty much a good deal of activity across the eastern half of the country at this point. And at the end of the forecast on August the 9th, ridge is still centered, the heat bubble over the Four Corners region, a bit of energy moving across the western Great Lakes with the northwesterly flow still aloft, and that could be some stormy weather coming through here toward August. So maybe August is going to see some more activity around here, but we're still in a drought, and it doesn't look like it's improving anytime soon. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Thursday.